Hey, this is John.
This is Don.
And man, we are coming from
Memorex.
Memorex from the Paranormal Science Center in Buna, Texas. I don't know if anybody ever been around Buna, Texas, but here we are.
We don't have much.
No. So anyway.
So what we're going to do tonight, or this show, is going to be from like day one to the highlights.
Yeah, we got some other little videos. It's not everybody probably done seen them a million times. We're gonna show them again. It's kind of more of a look back for the future type thing. We got a lot of stuff in the works that we're working on. In fact, we got a lot of little projects that we got to wind up completing somehow.
So
we're working on some boats for when we go out to the swamps for some Bigfoot hunting. Out in the middle trying to get some, what do they call them out there in Louisiana, Bigfoot?
Skunk ape.
Skunk apes? Well, that's out toward Florida. But anyway, trying to get something out there in the woods, you know, maybe some Louisiana roo or something. And we also got working on our command trailer.
That's right.
Now everybody says command trailer. Well, what's that going to mean?
It means that you can command out of it.
Yeah, we have all of our equipment and stuff we're going to be setting up in this trailer with a big, with everything set up on our screen. So all we have to do basically
just plug and play.
Just whip on in and then string of cables or whatever we got to string, and then we'll be able to go live right there.
Right there.
So a lot of times we have, like on our like on our last Bigfoot hunt that we had, it was cold. It was so cold that we only got maybe half a night, maybe 3/4 of a night out of our batteries.
Sucked them down.
Sucked them right on down. And we're hoping that with the setup with the trailer and everything, that we will be able to at least keep our stuff warm enough. And even our computer systems were starting to crash on us because it was cold. I mean, anytime you get down,
I'm telling you, it was cold.
It was cold.
Cold. It was in the minuses.
The next morning, whenever we did a little film, you could look and see, and everybody looks like damn it.
Chiseling the ice off.
Yeah, and it was cold, but it plays a wear and tear on our stuff, computer stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't. Computers only operate down to what, 40 degrees,
maybe less. I mean, maybe more. I mean, it's anytime you get below.
Yeah, anytime it gets too cold or too hot, then it starts acting up.
Yep. And we ended up on that particular hunt. We started off looking for Bigfoot, and then we started looking for some, doing a little bit more cryptozoology stuff of a combined wolf and coyote that created this huge head.
Yeah.
Now we don't know what it was, but somebody lost a dog while we was there, as far as got attacked, and we didn't get over there. In fact, the stuff was running around right on top of us, but we never did get any good pictures of it.
Yeah, never did get.
We'd like to go back out there again and try to see if we can. Hey, we're not just all about discovering Bigfoot. We're also all about discovering new animals.
Yeah, anything new.
Anything cryptozoology.
Yeah, it's about the paranormal.
Anything paranormal too.
That's right.
So
from day one, we started off just by pure accident. This is way before taps and all that stuff on TV and all that other junk. It was or not junk. I ain't gonna say junk, but all that other stuff on TV. It was we was down to working at night, and we were just getting this uneasy feeling about this certain area, and we started digging around there and looking, and sure enough, man, there's like a little cemetery right there, and so we whipped out. Nobody had nothing. I mean, there was not even a book wrote on any of this stuff.
Yeah, we had like a video camera that we had.
It was a high 8, wasn't it?
A high 8 that I ended up buying when I was on vacation so I could record everything over in Dallas.
Yeah, so it was weird, man. I mean, it was that, and then we had a little...
Our tape recorder was about that big.
That's right. And
with a little mic.
Yeah, and we actually had a computer that we hooked up a webcam to, which was, that was about as useless as you can get.
Yeah, well.
But it was, it showed some pretty weird stuff, and but that's a long time ago.
The high 8 that we had actually had, believe it or not, I didn't know we was going to ever use it, and then all of a sudden there it was. They actually had this what they call night shot.
Yeah.
And the Sony, and now all of a sudden now we can see up to about 12 feet in the dark.
That's right.
Black.
Yeah, pitch black. You can see 12 feet.
So whenever you see 12 feet in front of you, you're like, man, that's pretty cool. But now we're going hundreds and hundreds of feet now.
Yeah, and I'm going to say we was probably, 28, 29 years old?
Probably less than that.
Yeah, and we're 52 now.
Yeah. So
that's a long time.
That's a long time. And we got sound? Yeah, we got sound.
Yeah.
And so that's some of the stuff that we turned out with. We caught some different things. I don't have any of the old high 8 tapes recording anymore. I wish we did.
They don't even have a. So we was doing a thing over in Spring, Texas for a like an old motel restaurant thing. It ain't even open anymore.
Bar. Yeah, it was a bar.
And man, we was walking through there and had door slam on him and stuff. Well, I'm up there, I walked through, and the next thing you know, the door closes on him, and I'm thinking, man, check this out. Of course, we didn't have it filmed. Yeah,
No, we did have the door. We did have the door closed.
Yeah, that's right. We had that part.
We didn't know it until after we got to investigate.
Yeah, that's right. Looking at all the evidence.
Looking at the tapes.
Yeah. And over there on the other side, over there toward Humble, we had that movie theater that was over there. That wasn't even a movie theater anymore. I remember going there and hearing some EVPs and stuff, which was all you hear is no. I mean, big cities like that, all you hear is a lot of noise, and then you got to kind of decipher out what was there.
What's real and what ain't.
Yeah, man, it was cool. And then what else? Coming back through them times,
we had the road was built on top of the cemetery in Spring.
Yeah, that's right.
We kind of got our ghost hunting breakthrough stuff and all that was right through Spring, Texas, because you had Old Town Spring, and then you had the cemetery right there on the Highway 45. Whenever you had to do research, you just didn't really have a whole bunch of internet. You could just pop in there and all of a sudden find something.
That was all pure D going to the library.
Yeah.
And
in fact, we did a lot of library hunting, of different places. So it's been, technology has really changed.
And if we'd had like the first dime that we spent on equipment then and throughout till now, man, we'd have a fortune. Because you know who sponsors us, don't you?
Us.
Let's
hear a word from our sponsors.
I think I have ghosts. It's time for me to call All Things Paranormal.
All right.
We're back again. Like I said, we are sponsors of our own self.
That's right.
So if you want to help out, we're more than welcome to take some donations. Hey, we're not necessarily need on money. We'll take batteries.
Yeah.
We'll take, whatever we can get hooked to that we might be able to use to do some ghost hunting.
Yeah, a couple of 9.9 horsepower motors.
Yeah. We'll also take a couple,
outboard
areas. If you got a place that you can get us into, we're more than welcome Yeah,
we're always willing to go. No, we don't do so much as private hunts anymore because
let me tell you something. Everybody's got something paranormal going on, and if it turns out that 9 out of 10 times when we paranormal hunt something, we don't get anything. And whenever we say, "Hey, look, we don't get anything," people just get downright damn mad.
Yeah, and then and you can't flip the switch and make it happen.
You can't flip the switch.
And I'm gonna say a bunch of times. I ain't gonna say all the time. I'm gonna say a bunch of times. The kid ain't possessed. He's just a little turd.
Yeah, daggum right.
Little
Johnny over here messing with shit. You should have just left it alone.
That's
Or
right.
go over there and bend little Johnny over your knee and give him some damn spanking. That way you quit tearing things up. Or quit
right.
acting out.
Yeah, the kid's not possessed.
I've never seen so many possessed kids in my whole entire life. Because, people call up, so I can't control him. Well, beat that ass. He wasn't like that. He hit puberty, now all of a sudden he's just disobedient. Well,
That's the problem.
yeah, read some Dr. Spock or something.
Yeah. Well, they don't believe in beat no child,
But anyway,
whatever. Nevertheless, we digress.
well, we've kind of just hung off. Now, if
Yeah.
somebody really absolutely has some serious trouble,
Yeah.
give us a call. That's what
Well, even if it ain't serious, we'll decipher through it. We don't mind, but just we kind of stay away from the private sector if we can help it. We try to do commercialized stuff or commercial stuff.
that way people can, because let me tell you something. When we go on a ghost hunt, we ain't talking about $5 or $10.
Yeah.
We spend tons of money on each one of our things that we go to. I think whenever we went to the, you'll see video from it here over in Marfa, where we spent, I think it's 2 or 3 days over in Marfa, Texas. One of the places we stayed at was the Posano Hotel. Y'all need to go there.
Check it out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think that whole weekend we ended up spending probably around $1,200. Now that's a lot of money that our wives are like, what do we get out of this?
That's right.
Well,
yeah, that's right. While y'all playing, what are we getting out of it?
Yeah, what are we getting out of this? We're
Yeah.
out there playing.
Yeah.
Well,
And it wouldn't be so bad if we didn't have every hobby.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, because by the time you add up your ghost hunting for your 1,200, maybe your regular hunting, you're fishing,
You're shooting. Every time you come bring in a new gun, it's like, what the hell are you going to do with that?
Yeah, that's right. And then you get up there.
Well, nothing, but
Yeah, that's right. And you get up there and say, well, what do you want to do this weekend? Well, we ain't got no money. So that gets kind of rough, I mean, it's kind of bad. Now, I don't know how the rest of y'all are, but my wife is the big breadwinner in my family. So, it's kind of hard for her to get up there and spend my $1,200 for me to go out ghost hunting and stuff whenever she's the one who makes it.
yeah.
And nothing left over for her.
Well, my wife's just plain greedy. She wants it all. So, anyway.
I mean, when you say, hey, there ain't nothing left over for you, so how the hell there ain't nothing left over?
Yeah.
I made it all.
So anyway, we do owe a lot to our wives.
That's right.
They let us go spend money, go out there and have fun.
Even though they don't understand it.
They don't understand it, but they accepted
Yeah.
of what we do, and we try to find something that's going to get, I guess, open the field of the paranormal type things or cryptos that we can.
Yeah.
Because, you never know when all of a sudden somebody's going to have a piece of evidence. Now,
It's going to just break it loose.
it's going to break it loose. But now you got a lot of people, there's certain things that's going to get up there. One, they always say, well, the film clarity sucks. Or two, it could have been this. Or three, it could have been, they faked it or whatever.
And well, that's
You
one.
can put it unless they see it. And even then, unless people see it
Experience it themselves.
They will not believe it. And of course they will, even if they do see it, we'll try to come up with some type of alternate thing because now they have to deal with what they just see.
Yeah.
So,
and so now
our ghost hunting is not for those people.
That's right. I mean, because you can get up there and you can talk to you blue in the face and you ain't going to convince nothing of anybody.
Nope.
You could get up there and tell me and try to convince me of something, but if I don't believe it, I ain't going to believe it.
Yep.
You know? So, but we will say this. Everything that you see on our videos is
Real.
True, unedited, untampered with, unmolested, however you want to do it. Call it.
Whenever we start, this is the way we do our hunt. Whenever we start, from the time we get there and turn our computer on and start recording, we have a continuous track of time through all that. Now you say, well, that's a long time.
That's right.
We've recorded 72 hours in one session.
Yeah. And you go 72 hours and then you multiply it times 6 cameras.
That's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time. And you know who does the biggest part of that? Me.
So
I sit there and review that stuff and review it and review it and then re-review it, and then you go on back there going, man, you could watch Charlie pick his nose just so many times.
That's right. So many times. But anyway, they had so there is a time stamp from the time we start to the time we finish of all the evidence that we have. So there's nothing edited. Now you might see a clip of it.
Yeah.
Because
but
we want to condense that 72 hours down to about 4 or 5 seconds.
Nobody wants to sit there and watch 72 hours just to get up there and see something, for 5 seconds. So it has been cut down.
So let's take a look at one, just one thing here, and then which one is that? Oh wait. All right. So this right here is at the Excelsior Hotel out of Jefferson, Texas. Now we've had several things happen that night, and this just happened to be the one that we want to show you just because it's funny. And number 2, if you know young people nowadays and times, their prized possession is that cell phone.
That's right.
So watch this. So anyway,
so what you're seeing there is we showed 2 angles of where the phone was pulled out of his hand, and so it was.
So it started off with he was having that last part of that video was kind of behind the other 2. It was actually the beginning part where he was sitting there doing an EVP session, and something touched him on the shoulders, almost like a slap. In fact, I don't remember. Did that have a record? That had a recording when you could actually hear it. I don't know if we had it on the camera or not, but we had a recording of it where you hear a schwack. Yeah, right in the arm. He's like, hey, something hit me in the arm.
Yeah.
So, but Charlie was talking to him all night long, and so it comes pretty late in the evening, and he's ready to go to bed. So he's laid down in there and he's playing with his daggone cell phone, and he stopped talking to the whatever it was that was in there. He stopped trying to communicate with it, and then all of a sudden, I guess that thing wanted to keep on talking and just jerked that cell phone right out of his hand.
Yeah.
You can see it on the first angle it goes up, but that second angle where he's laid down and is filming it, you can see plain as day that camera go flying straight up in there.
Yeah. Now the whole time that we was there at that hotel, I had a brand new EMF meter, and I thought that it was broke because as soon as I turned it on, it just stay on, sounding off. And I'm thinking, man, this is a brand new meter.
Yep.
That's broke. So I put it up, and I said, okay. So we go back to the old trusty dusty that we got and used it, and it was going off time to time. But when I come back and I get home and I take it and I go to return it and get it, order another one, man, it's working perfect. So it was picking up some strange stuff there while we're there.
Strange stuff.
Strange.
So if you go to Jefferson, that's the place to go. In fact, we need to make another trip.
Yeah, I'd like to go back to Jefferson, Texas.
I think we might try to see if we can arrange that. We got several vacations lined up.
Matter of fact, when we was at the Jefferson Motel, we was up in the attic part of it, and we got some good EVPs out up there.
Oh yeah, they had at the Jefferson Motel. They had this room that was set up at the top.
Yeah, called it a disappointment room.
Yeah, something like that, where they would take kids that was of the, I guess,
special needs.
Yeah, special needs, and people wasn't very inclusive back in the days back then, and they just didn't let kids run around like that, and they put them up there in that disappointment room so they wouldn't have to.
Yeah, I'm thinking that was also a brothel at that time too.
It probably was. It's probably somebody's kid that might have been born that was, because they had syphilis and stuff like that was rampant back then, and probably something, anyway, that's where they had the kid at. So that's where they, that's a heck of a place you need to go. Is that still open?
The Jefferson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is, but man, it's hard to get into it. I mean, it's
because I know a guy that was very pro paranormal bought it.
Yeah.
And opened it up for us, and we did a weekend hunt there.
Man, it was awesome.
That was awesome. And he let us run around all night long, filming everything, showed us all the stuff. Anyway.
It's a pretty cool place to go.
So.
And they even had a Bigfoot over in that area.
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah, Bigfoot trails and stuff.
So, and it's probably one of our best things that really got people's attention. Back in, it's been a long time ago. We've made several hunts there since. Was Goliad, Texas. It's called Presidio de la Baja, if I pronounce that correctly. You have the Alamo and you have Goliad. You remember the Alamo? Remember Goliad? And then also we beat up Santa Ana over in San Jacinto. So, this is Goliad. Remember Goliad? It was sacked by Fannin was killed there, and so the place that you can go to that was there is still owned by the Catholic Diocese.
And man, it is an awesome place.
Awesome place. It's not a Texas monument like the Alamo. This is still owned by the Catholic Diocese, and they will let you go stay there.
And they like to hear about stuff happening.
That's right. They'll shut the doors at 5 o'clock when they close down, and you go run around through that whole fort. And we're talking about a city block or more bigger. Brick walls, or actually bouldered walls.
Bouldered walls, yeah. 2 feet thick.
2 feet thick, which makes it a little challenging to get video out because everything is so thick.
Man, I think the last time that we was there, we was filming and stuff, and we didn't really have much happening. But man, we kept, I kept hearing, like, I don't know, just hearing stuff. And then outside, it looked like it was, now, never seen this in person until you view the videos again. But you can take it and see it looks like it's cannon fire, shooting that way, all up in the skies and stuff. It looked like almost like somebody shooting fireworks off around there. But there wasn't no fireworks being shot off. We thought that night was going to be a big bust and all that, and so that's when you was still asleep or something in your room, and I was in there, and all of a sudden we had one of our cases, Pelican cases, which weigh a ton, get up there and fly off and land upside down, and of course Charlie's still asleep. But it sounded like, I said, holy crap, somebody that got up there and took a shot inside here. And it wasn't, it was that Pelican case.
Yeah. So anyway, this right here is a video that we got.
And now this was one of the first times that we was there.
First times.
So now this isn't our really good cameras because we didn't really have them at that time. This is all wired stuff.
Wired cameras.
So I'm going to set it up real quick. So what you're seeing is on the filming of our computer of when that happened. We just backed it up and just took a quick film of it. We actually had the whole long thing if y'all want to watch it, but just let us know and we'll send it your way and you can watch 24 hours of it. But you'll see in the right or on the left side, almost right in the middle of the screen, you'll see something stick its head through.
Let's watch that again.
Yeah. So what you're actually seeing though, it's you'll see kind of like a line in there. Well, that's another camera view on the right side, and then you got the left side there. So look right on that edge right there with that line.
We've upgraded our DVR system
since then. Yeah. So, and everything is time stamped where nobody was outside.
No.
And as soon as we seen it, we run out there, go take a look, and there ain't nobody there. So, it's pretty weird.
That's a good video.
Yeah.
So, that was a Goliad. You can still get there. I think the price is still the same thing, where you don't want to go by yourself because it's too expensive, but it's $200 a night roughly. And they just give you a runaround. Now you got to make an appointment for them ahead of time.
That's right.
Way ahead of time because everybody wants to go stay there, and you're staying in what they call the barracks. And in fact, to cut down the cost, they even got a little stove and icebox and everything. You can cook your own groceries if you want.
If you want to, but man, they got excellent food around there.
So anyway, we got another one. Is this with the same old DVR system? I think so. Yeah, this is the same old DVR system to where we're recording off of. We have since updated our systems. In fact, we've updated our system several times
since then.
Yeah, because it's there's always something new and better. That's another cost that we have to fork out because we always want the best we can get. So anyway, this one right here is over at Marfa. I'm pretty sure somebody's seen this several times because we show it several times.
And it's like the thing.
It's at the El Pisano Hotel in room 208, I believe. And this is a suite. It's actually a fairly nice suite. You got two bedrooms, a living room. The place is awesome. So we were sitting there, and it's supposed to be the most active room, and it was.
It is pretty cool, but everything, you always see a lot of stuff happening to Charlie, and I think that's probably because he's probably the most docile.
Yeah, you're not going to have, I don't know why things are attached to Charlie like that, as far as showing itself up and all that. I guess because he's probably the less...
intimidated?
Yeah, intimidating. He just got the good heart, intimidating, and nothing ever happens. It's less threatening. But here you go.
Ready? All right. Hang on. Hey, this is Don on All Things.
All right, let's go. Let's start wind this back up. We're going to be looking at that table. Watch the table. Let's start this over again.
Ready? All right. Hey, this is Don on All Things Paranormal. Hey, y'all check this out. I'm gonna upload this video again, but man, check this out. Even check his legs. So we're gonna go ahead and get it. Go watch the table. That's all I can say is watch the table. Watch his legs.
This is instant replay for what just happened.
Did y'all see that?
All right, let's watch it one more time. Watch that table.
Ready?
All right.
Hey, this is Don on All Things Paranormal. Hey, y'all check this out. I'm gonna upload this video again, but man, check this out. Even check his legs. So we're gonna go ahead and get it. Go watch the table. That's all I can say is watch the table. Watch his legs.
This is instant replay for what just happened.
Did y'all see that? Isn't that some crap right there? I don't know how to explain it.
His foot didn't move. His leg didn't move.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, to give all honesty, that is like Captain Joe Cool right there. So this is Don.
And so immediately after that happened, and he comes out and he's all.
It took him a few minutes. He didn't come right out right off the bat.
Yeah, it took him a little bit after that.
He shows some pretty good composure.
Yeah, and he come out and, man, y'all see that table move? You know, and yeah, we seen it. And so, but what you're actually seeing, you're just seeing like a cell phone viewing a monitor.
So me and Charles was actually sitting there looking at that table, or looking at the videos, live action as it's being recorded. We're sitting there in a different room and we're looking, and that table moved, and I'm like, "Hey, bud," I said, "You see that damn table move?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "No." I said, "Man," I said, "Did you see the damn table just move?" He said, "Yeah, I seen it."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yep.
"Well, what crap?" And so
now he's got an engineering base and stuff. So he after all of it's said and done, he goes in there. He says, "Man, I'm gonna figure this out."
So he's our genius, really, you know. Our genius.
He flipped the table over. He looked at the legs. All of them was tight. It wasn't like the legs just gave and moved. Or he put a ball on top of it to make sure it wasn't like at an angle or anything. I mean, he done everything.
He sat there and worked on it for a while, and then asking, you know, he even broke it down to the powers of energy, the different kinds of energy, and what caused that table to move.
Yeah. And all it come down to is it moved.
Yeah. Don't know.
Don't know. So whatever's left is, you know, at all evidence, whatever's left remaining.
Something had to expend energy to move that table is what he come up with.
Yeah, and it has to be paranormal. I mean, whatever's left is after all possibilities are eliminated.
It's paranormal.
It's paranormal.
Now we don't know if it's from ghosts. We suspect it is.
Maybe.
That place is haunted.
Yeah.
And from other people's accounts, we don't know if it's some type of alien type thing. In fact, we run across alien stuff over there because that is at Marfa, and because that's one of the things with supposedly the Marfa lights and stuff like that. Now we've been out to different places like Roswell, shooting lasers up in the sky and everything, trying to call.
Yeah, we're up there trying to call down matter of fact, did you see on the 4th or the 3rd or something like that out there in Phoenix? They just had another lights type thing out there.
Another Phoenix lights?
Yeah. Now it wasn't the same. It was kind of like a 4 that went off and then kind of hovered around and stuff, and then kind of went back into 1, and then it's back to normal. They couldn't figure out what it was. News reporters were over there going, "Oh, it could be an alien." No, it probably was. Yeah. Joking like it was, joking around or whatever. But, it probably was. It's probably a spaceship of some sort.
So, anyway, because we had such experience and stuff like that, and we've been doing some teaching and education and all that kind of things, we got a presentation. He's not here because, what's he doing?
Working, I think. Or nothing. No, he probably ain't doing nothing.
But anyway, no, he picked up a truck.
Oh,
anyway, we're going to award Charlie, because he has completed everything he has.
Yeah.
We talk about Peanut, Charlie Johnson.
Yeah, certificate of completion. This certificate is awarded to Charlie Johnson for successfully completing the course of paranormal researcher.
That's right.
And now we just don't get up there and just give that stuff out on its own. you actually got to kind of earn that.
That's right.
And from studying, and we got tests and stuff like that we give, and
he's proved himself more and more over and over again as being the man.
yeah, some sort.
Yeah. Of the paranormal hunting.
Yeah, of some sort.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of some sort.
Man, hey, do you remember when we went out there to West Texas? No, we went out there to, it wasn't Roswell. It was, where did we go to that gold mine that fell in or whatever?
It's Roswell.
That was Roswell out that way? Man, it was so hot. It was like, man, gosh, it was 103.
It's hot. 108 one time on the truck.
Yeah. And we're out there, and I'm thinking, oh man, this is bad. And no air conditioning. The places that we stayed at, the air conditioning really wasn't all that swell.
What none.
I mean, it was they're ginning out all they could. Who gets up there and has a half a room size or have a room size motel room
With a 5,000
BTU
air conditioning.
when it's
In the
100
bathroom.
in the bathroom at 108 degrees.
At 108
You know.
degrees.
And the first thing that somebody got to do is go take a crap.
Yeah.
And man, that's bad. Yeah,
And then, so we've stayed at some funky places.
that's right.
And at one place, when some dude got killed, and all they did was turn over the seat cushions.
Yeah, that was over in Arkansas.
That was
Wasn't
in Arkansas.
it? Yeah.
So anyway, we've been everywhere. We kind of told you what we're going to be doing here in the future. We're going to start, our shows are starting back up. This is our second one.
They're going to be pre-recorded because it's hard to get up there and to do a live show. So
It's very hard to do live shows, especially now. Whenever we got such a great distance that we go, and to be able to broadcast it at a decent time. So anyway, what else? I guess that's it.
yeah, we don't have any hunts planned out right now.
No, we're building. We're what you call in a building stage. So what's typically happened in the past when we do all of our building and pre-planning and all that kind of stuff, we're doing our shows. So we're going to start our shows back up. And
The last part of October and the first part of November is going to be kind of rough for me. We'll still have our Halloween special in there, but it's going to be kind of a local special.
we need to plan a Halloween
I
special.
think I've been working on that for a little bit.
So we're going to be doing our Halloween special. I got December and January. I got vacations coming up because we have to spend time with our wives.
They have to do that.
We have to.
If they're willing to.
But now we got other things coming too. We should be having. We're going to be working on a command trailer. Hopefully, one of these days we'll be getting our new ATP-1 vehicle.
One of these years.
Yeah, one of these years. It's been ordered, and we should have hopefully our boats going by then. So it's kind of a
Well, mine's going.
we need to get mine. We got to be able to haul stuff. So and we got to have a dependable.
That's it. That's it right there. It ain't about the going. It's got to be
It's got to
dependable.
be dependable because when you're out in the middle of nowhere, you kind of want to make it back.
Yeah, and whenever the Sasquatch eats all your food,
Yeah,
you go.
and this ain't no Les Stroud here.
Yeah.
I mean this ain't no Survivor Man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not beyond eating flesh. I mean, you don't get this big without eating meat.
Yeah, you got to eat some meat. So anyway, this is John.
This is Don.
Oh, wait.
Oh, do you have another?
No, there it is. It's John. All Things Paranormal.